Hello, everybody. It is 6 o'clock, so you know it's time for us to have the future conversation. Thank you so much to everybody who has joined in. I know it's a public holiday, everybody is looking for Salah meat. So while you're eating your ram, I'm glad that you decided to take a little bit of time out to come and join us for this conversation today. I'm really looking forward to digging deep with today's guest, who goes by the name Thursdaline Peter. I hope I pronounced that correctly. And she's a Taekwondo master and a fitness instructor, a fitness coach as well, CEO of Body Dynamics. And she was the nominee for the Future Prize in Sport category for 2018. So I really can't wait to get it in with her. I can see that she is online already. Okay, currently unable to join. I'm gonna keep trying to send her a request for her to join in the conversation. Okay, fine. Now I'm able to request her. Awesome. We're gonna get straight into it. Again, a happy Salah to you all. A request again, so I've sent a request waiting for her to join the conversation. I'm really looking forward to talking about self-defense. And hey, Thursdaline, how are you doing?
Hi, good to see you.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Thank you for bringing me on.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure to have you. Have you enjoyed your ram meat today?
No, unfortunately, I haven't.
Not yet. Maybe tomorrow.
I haven't. I've been indoors all this while. I've been skeptical about going out just on a normal day, but I've invited some friends to just bring me some meat.
Yes, exactly.
If possible.
Exactly. You just greet them wearing your mask.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Wonderful. So, I mean, let's get straight into it. I mean, a woman in self-defense is not something that, in martial arts, is not something that we come across daily in this part of the world. So what was it that inspired you to get involved in the world of martial arts?
Okay, what actually inspired me was the ability to be able to defend myself, because while I was in school, primary school, I was being bullied by boys. Not just boys, I was also bullied by girls in my class, in my own class. I think that was in, I was in year 2, 3. I would bring my food, they would take, for no reason. I just felt I wasn't, I wasn't confident enough. I wasn't I was not able to express myself. And truly, this thing still goes on, Kids are still experiencing that. I know of one of my clients who complained of a child being bullied at school and all, and she had to report the case to the director of the school and all. This goes on. In my own case, I was really bullied that in my class, my classmate would ask me to sit beside her, kneel beside her, ask me to go on my knees, and ask me to make a mouth like. And then she slapped me.
Kids are so mean.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this thing goes on. This thing goes on, and it also has to do with the environment that you grew up from. So if your environment is such that they've already conditioned you to live in a kind of life that anytime you report a case or anytime you try saying something, they beat you instead of trying to help you see reasons why something should not go the way or talk about it. They just scold you and all. So it kills the self-esteem. It kills, instead of building it and building our confidence, it kills it. So you cannot talk to anybody, you cannot. So this was actually what inspired me. And then I think while I was small, I was crazy about watching the Jackie Chan stuff. I saw that it was so incredible, it was extraordinary. The flip, the jumping, the flying in the air, even if we knew there were some, So, but nevertheless,
didn't take away.
But nevertheless, I was moved by those moves. So I thought about it, that I was going to join martial art. I never thought it was in Nigeria. It was just like a dream. I was hoping to be part, to see it come through. So I just walked into the stadium with one of the person I was working with at the National Theatre, because then I was onto the stage productions and all. Then we walked into the National Stadium for one event that he was invited to come and cover. And I saw people demonstrating, and I was like, no, today, oh, I have to join. Right there. I'm telling you. Yes, no, I didn't, because I'd already made up my mind. Like before now, I told myself, I didn't even know what it was going to be. I didn't know it was going to be useful to me until this time. I just thought, okay, I saw this girl demonstrated and it was crazy. And I went to meet the girl. I said, please, may I be your friend? I want to just be a friend to you, because her confidence alone was really intriguing. Like her confidence was not here. She could stand, talk to a guy, and nothing happened.
Wow.
She was so confident, and me, I was still like, I've not been able to find my left from right, let alone talking to somebody, like talking boldly.
Yeah.
So this was part of the reason why I took it seriously, and I went on and on until date.
So what's the link? You know, I've always been curious to know, what's the link between the martial arts itself and self-confidence? How does it build you?
The thing is, for martial art, if you have gained the skill, there is this I don't know, it comes naturally. Like there is this feeling of, because in the training section, you must have trained with boys, trained with girls. You must have gone through some conditional some kind of conditioning trainings. You would be stressed. Your coach will ask you to do this, even when you're giving up. They keep pushing you. They don't make you go at your own pace.
Yeah.
So they keep pushing you to keep. So, you know, with this boldness of you having gone through all these trainings, and somebody will now come and tell you, oh, your training is bullshit, or you cannot. No, you cannot. So you have to keep pushing. So that confidence just comes naturally. It comes naturally. And I haven't gotten the skills of, okay, how to punch. They've taught you how to punch. You are looking forward to hitting somebody. You are looking forward to somebody just looking for your trouble. So you can no, that is the way it comes. It's just like a child who is being taught how to write. If you don't tell the child you have to write on the book, the child will go writing all over your wall. So you have to, they are so eager to express that thing they have learned.
Do you think
this was
at the moment, do you think our society is able to draw that line? Because I think a lot of people still perceive martial arts as something violent, as opposed to something that can just be used for self-defense and for confidence building. You know, is people's view of martial arts changing?
Yeah, I have the feel like a lot of people are becoming more aware of it.
They are becoming more for fights.
No, like the majority of, yeah, because the first thing, the thing is, the people that meet me at first, they would first ask me, I hope it will not, especially when it comes to children, they will ask, this child that is hyperactive, I hope after this stuff, this child will not go and start breaking. I said, no, the same way we mold character is the truth.
Yeah.
So I feel the reason why they should ask. I feel the parents, I appreciate them asking that question, because they need to have full understanding of what they are getting their kids into.
Sure.
So in my own, is martial art actually builds character. It molds character. Like it's the best way I can explain right now is, it makes a bold child, a very hyperactive child, helping the child to channel the energy into doing something productive. So you should know what is right, you know what is wrong. So you don't just hit somebody when you feel like hitting. You hit when you feel the person has actually threatened to do something against you. So you go in form of self-defense. And it makes the shy one, who is more less this, he cannot talk and all that, becomes more confident, and then you'll be able to speak up. You don't outrightly just go out to hit somebody or start talking. Maybe if somebody tries to take advantage of you, you could just report to somebody, report to an adult, or, you know. So this is what it does. It molds character. It's a life. They call it, the Chinese call it, it's about life generally. Okay. It has to do with your life character, because everything builds accordingly. And as a martial artist, we have learned not to misuse the art. We don't misuse it, and that's why you don't see us fight on the road. We only use it during the sporting events. So we go to sports, we win medals, we fight to score points, and that is it. But when you try us outside, you would not like to see the other side of us.
You don't want to see, I know, right?
I'm saying this from experience. Yes, if you see the other, because we are very. It's more like you giving us an authority to, or giving us a power to do something, but we cannot use it.
Yeah.
Then do not tempt us to use it, because when we tend to use it, it will kill. Yes. So that is
the way you say
yes.
that. I trust you. I believe that.
Yes. It's even more like you hitting some vital spots in the body. You don't really have to waste your time spending your energy, or draining yourself trying to fight somebody. Just hit the vital points in the body, maybe the temple, the eyes, the nose, break everything you have to break, and you walk away. That's a self-defense.
You make it sound so simple and so easy, but I mean, I trust you.
Yeah.
I want to bring women into this conversation because, we're living in an era, I think domestic violence has always happened. Violence against women has always happened. But in this era, we are now more vocal about it. We're reading about it in the news. And now I meet more women. More of my friends are interested in taking self-defense classes, just because
oh wow,
you can even take an Uber by yourself at night and feel vulnerable, so it's not always about a relationship or marriage. It's not, sometimes it's just about your well-being and your security moving around town as a
exactly
whole. Are you seeing more women getting interested in self-defense?
Yeah, a lot of people are so much interested in it, but not like deeply. Like I would say, for the past few days, I think last week or so, I organized a free self-defense workshop, and the percentage of people, women who joined in, was like 30%.
Wow.
So yes, I'm telling you, because this, I mean, as in, like, it gives me concern. After all the coming out to say somebody is trying to abuse you, I'm not saying you shouldn't come out to say something, or just complain, or trying to get yourself out of the situation, but it goes beyond complaining.
Yeah.
I wrote on my page the last time that now is the time to fight for ourselves. Like, you cannot give what you don't have. And if somebody tries to take something from you personally, you need to fight for it. If you know that thing is valuable to you, you need to fight for it by yourself before you need other people's help. And in this, our society, the way we are being conditioned, nobody wants to help, nobody wants to fight, or nobody wants to, the thing goes like, no, consign me. It's not my business. That kind of a thing. So it has become part of us. So I've been trying to shift that kind of thinking, making people understand that you need self-defense no matter what, whether you work in the office, or you don't want to get into sports, or you don't want to do, you need a form of self-defense. For instance, I can tell you boldly, I can dress the way I want to. I don't necessarily have to put on trousers before I can walk out boldly. I can do whatever I want to do, but I am bold inside of me that, yes, I can tell you, you can do your makeup and do anything, then anybody comes to fuck you up, you treat their fuck up. Yeah. Yes. And then I don't know, but this is my own opinion. I don't know what any other person might think, but I think no single man can actually rape a woman. No single man, like single man, coming to rape a woman, except you allow it. If you allow it, it will actually happen. But no single man can actually rape a girl. So you have to fight. It's either you fight by strangling the person, you fight by chopping off his dick, or you fight by poking his eyes, or you fight. I think there are so many ways. It's about your life. It's like somebody is taking your life away from you. Like, it's asking you, give it to me by force. And again, I would like to say this because of those watching us. Self-defense is about using your head, your number 6. Using it.
Is that what you call it? Okay.
Yes. So it's not all the time you have to fight. It's not all the time you have to fight. You have to give in, anytime somebody tries to, take advantage of you, you just respond. No, sometimes you have to think. Consider the environment, be aware of your environment, be aware of the situation, as in just be situational aware of what is happening around before you make a decision. It could simply be, okay, I am sorry. then you walk away. It could also be that you are just being passive, like, okay, take whatever you want to take and let me go. But when it now comes down to your dignity, like taking advantage of you, abusing you sexually, then you should not give in. You have to fight. You have to fight.
I can tell you're very passionate about this, and I love that.
Yes,
I
I
hope a lot of
am. I
women
am, seriously.
can also, rub off. Somebody commented and said energy. I hope other women can also take from
This
your
is me.
energy.
This is me. It's not like because I'm coming on live. No, this is me. Even all the places I've been to speak on self-defense, and this is my energy. The energy has always been on the same par. Like, I'm so passionate about it because I am tired and always tired of seeing the news, always tired of reading the same thing over and over, and it keeps happening.
Yeah.
Like, it keeps happening. And even we in the family, and this thing starts from the family. It starts from the family. I can tell you that while I was small, I have a family of ours that was abusing me sexually. But guess what? My father didn't know about it, yet I always go to the room to sleep. None of my siblings knows about this thing. So we have to be consciously, as in like, into this thing. We have to be. And even if a child comes to you and complain that something, always find, don't shun them. Do not shun them up. Just always try to find out. It's very important. Whatever they say at that moment might not make any sense to you. But if you sat down, like if you now try to look into this thing, if you sit back and try looking into it, you will see that something must have gone wrong. Yeah. You know, a lot of children are being threatened that, okay, if you do this, we are not going to, if you tell your mom, if you tell your dad, or if you're going to, I'm going to kill you. That alone is a tough one on them. I have been in that situation where somebody threatens me, if you talk, you will die, you vomit and die, you vomit blood and die. And I'm telling you, for weeks, I couldn't tell anybody. And that it demoralizes me because I couldn't tell anybody. It feels like you walk on the street and you're walking, you are just a ghost. Like, nobody knows what is going on around you. Only you feels it. Only you knows what's going on, and it's really hurting.
What I love though from this experience is that from being bullied, from being abused at a young age, you've been able to turn your story around, and you've taken control of not just of your story, but of your life, of your safety, of your environment. And that's a very positive turn of events, to the point that now you've been noticed by the Future Awards platform when you were nominated for the award in sports in 2018. Let's talk a little bit about how you felt, about receiving the nomination and the whole experience.
First of all, I don't know, like, I was just at home and I received a call that, okay, you've been nominated as this. I was like, come again, I don't understand. And the person went on again to explain that, okay, you've been nominated. I went to Google, I quickly searched for the name. Okay, the Future, this. And I was like, God, as in, I couldn't express the joy I had. Like, I've never really felt this way. But it was a great experience for me. It was a great opportunity for me to come out there, to be recognized by, Africa, to be recognized by the world. It was a great feeling for me, even if I didn't win, but for the fact that I was nominated amongst thousands of people, amongst millions of people. It was a good call for me. I felt so, like, I felt emotional.
I can imagine. I did it impact your work?
I felt so emotional. I didn't know the best way to express myself, but it was good. It was a good feeling.
Did it impact your work in any way? Did you find that it gave you publicity and all of that?
Yes, it did. It did, because a lot of people started calling for partnership. Some called to come anchor some of their programs, and it also built my own profile, because I could tell anybody that, okay, I was nominated for this and that, and when they check this, they will see that, okay, these people are,
the reputable platform.
So yeah.
Wonderful. So now, the Future Awards are still going to hold again at the end of the year. and that the category you were nominated in is still included. I want to know if you were to nominate somebody for that category. So the person has to be between the ages of 18 and 31. Who would you nominate for
Yeah, sure.
this year's prize for sports and why?
I will nominate Chinazom Nwosu. She has done so great for Nigeria. Yeah, it's so unfortunate that she couldn't make the Olympics,
Yeah.
but she was there for the Olympics trials qualification. She came third. I would nominate her because she has paid her price. She has done so well. She has made the country proud, and she's very humble, like humble to the core, to fault. So I will nominate her. She's a sister, she's a friend, and she's a colleague in the game. So that's the reason why I'm considering this.
You know,
I feel she needs it. Yeah.
sorry?
I feel she needs it. I feel she's worthy of it. She's worthy of the award.
I agree with
She has
you.
done so well.
I
Yeah, she
completely
has.
agree with you. You know, you mentioned, qualifying for the Olympics and so forth, and I just want to get a little bit into the competitive side of martial arts.
Okay. Okay.
How much of the work is it? Because, for example, you have body dynamics that takes up a lot of your time.
Okay.
So, how much of your time do you dedicate towards international competitions and making sure you're involved with martial arts on a national level?
Okay. Building the body dynamics company does not have anything to do with it doesn't affect my own personal life. It doesn't affect anything I do actually. So body dynamics is just like creating an academic for people to know, okay, this place, this is because we have our vision, we have our goal. Body dynamics was created differently from is not just the sports ideology. Like we build we want to build promote the self-defense to people, and we want people to always embrace self-defense. This is our core goal number one. So then other things falls into it. The competition thing is not really of into to like it's not really it.
Okay.
But then coming back to my own personal life, it doesn't stop anything. If I get an invitation to come to anywhere, I will check my schedule and I would fill in for it if I'm available or not. So it doesn't really shake anything.
Doesn't you're
Yeah.
able to do everything. Okay.
No, and
Now,
it doesn't also stop the fact that schools also I also have schools who I teach.
okay.
I have some organization. Yeah.
You're
I train
busy.
taekwondo at schools. Yeah, I do. Although I have some people, I have assistants, I have other people I work with, but nonetheless, I always give my time. And in all of these activities, I give my 101% energy. I do it.
See that. So it's what it comes through when you talk. It's very obvious that this is your life and you're committed to it and you're very you're involved in it.
Yeah.
And I think you're also that's why you're so good at it because it's something you love. Now let's also talk about the year 2020. Of course, we're in the middle of a global pandemic. And at the end of the year, we'll also be honoring people who've played their part in beating Corona across Africa. So that'll be called the Beating Corona Heroes. It's a telethon that we'll hold at the end of the year. And I'm quite interested to know whether there's anybody who has caught your eye, whether it's a frontline worker or whether it's somebody in your neighborhood who has been helping young people. Is there anybody who you feel has played a role in beating Corona? And you feel like the person should be recognized?
Does it fall within the same age category?
No. This one is open to all.
Okay. I would consider Osazu Azino or something. Yeah, I can't remember the other name, but Osazu. She's also been an activist. She's an activist of this against abuse, sexual violence, and all sorts. And I know during this period she has been involved. I knew of the times they were going giving our palliatives and all that stuff. She has been fully involved in it and that. So I will nominate her. Yeah. I will.
Sisters are doing big
and
things.
these people I'm actually calling, they are really passionate about what they do. Because they are really passionate. When I mean passionate, I have met some kind of people who just organized a particular they organized events just for the purpose of people seeing that they are no, this one they have, whether they gain or not, they are in it.
So
They
they're
are
like
in it.
you.
Yeah, so I connect easily with them because they're like me. They think like me. We reason together, you know. Yeah, they are always willing to help. They are always willing to help.
I love it. Thursdaline, I've really enjoyed this session. Thank you so much for your time.
Me
I've learned
too.
a lot, and I've also been so inspired by your story. I love that you're
Thank
a happy
you.
person, you're a passionate person, you're
Thank
invested
you.
in what you love, and it's so remarkable. And you know what?
Thank
Personally, I
you.
would nominate you again this year in the hopes that you'll finally
Oh,
win the award. You have to win
thank
it this
you.
time.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Have a wonderful long weekend.
You too. Bye.
All right. Bye.
Bye.